no way in hell I was going to share the biggest joy of my world with anyone. Halo was my gift. He is the greatest blessing. And I had no obligation to expose him, me, or my family to that unyielding spotlight.
I want to preface this by saying that I'm not a famous person at all in any way, shape, or form. But me personally, I've been on the internet long enough, and the internet is a weird place. Like, people are weirdos. Like, and on all different levels. They're weirdos from being like anti-black to being like, you need to be on a registry, on a list. Like, just, so once I got a hold of that and I really saw that, I stopped posting any children in my life on the internet. No, not my nieces, not my nephews, not my friends' kids, nobody. I'm not posting kids on the internet, even if you put a gun to my head. I'm not doing it because I just full on believe that kids do not belong on the internet because the internet cannot be trusted. People are fucking weird. I can't even imagine how extreme and how 3 times that pressure must feel when you're famous and all these people have exposure to you. And like, I've read some of the comments that you guys have made about people's celebrity children, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I get that their parents still, I'm like, those are still children. Like, y'all are being really fucking weird about kids. So I can understand why Holly especially would take it so personally, especially the way that she was treated on the internet after The Little Mermaid. So I 100% agree with her sentiment, right? Like, we are not entitled to know her personal life. We are not entitled to access to her family. We are not entitled to access to her everyday life, to details. Like, it's none of our business. Like, that's not something that she owes us. And I can understand the instinctive nature to want to protect the things you love, to want to protect the people that you love. With all that being said, there is something extremely disingenuous about the way that she is painting this narrative. People only knew that you were pregnant because you were sloppy. Hear me out. Once Kylie Jenner, I hate to give her credit for anything, but once Kylie Jenner got pregnant and had that baby in secret and none of us knew about it. I'm talking about Kylie Jenner from a family who has had cameras in their literal hoo-has. You know what I'm saying? A family that lives for overexposure. When she was able to hide a pregnancy and no one knew about it until after she gave birth and announced it herself, that was the moment that I knew for sure that if celebrities want to keep something a secret, they can keep something a secret. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we know about celebrities is because someone, either them or someone on their team, made a deliberate choice. We don't learn anything about them by accident. We have pictures that Beyonce released a year later, of her and her kids playing in Central Park, walking around Central Park, and no one caught a picture, no one saw them, nothing. When celebrities want to do stuff in secret, they can. Holly, we knew about you and your kid, and everyone was speculating and talking about it because your baby daddy can't shut the fuck up. Is a clout chaser, is an attention seeker. We knew that you were pregnant because you were still attending events, very pregnant, very visibly pregnant. And I know some are going to be like, what is she supposed to do, stay home on 9 months? I know that you guys are not going to like this part, but let me explain something to you. Motherhood and protecting your family is about sacrifice, right? And these were work events that she went to, but she absolutely did not have to go. It was not recording in the studio. It were not live performances. It was not a fucking filming. It was press events. Yes, it was for her job, but also, again, motherhood is about sacrifice. So if her priority was really prioritizing her child and prioritizing her privacy and trying to keep things quiet after she was beyond the point where it was impossible to hide, she should have been like, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't go to these events, or I'll show up to a Zoom for the events, or whatever it is. I have stuff going on in my family and I can't show up to these press events. Not show up very visibly to anybody with eyes pregnant and then photoshopping the pictures online. Because, like, I feel like photoshopping the pictures online added to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like had she posted the pictures the way they were normally, anybody could have been excused like, hey, maybe she's just a little overweight. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody mind their business, don't judge her body. But deliberately poorly photoshopping the pictures was such an obvious, like, you knew, everybody knows that when celebrities Photoshop pictures, the first thing to do, the media picks it up. Everyone talks about it. It literally just draws more attention to them. You have your baby daddy posting pictures and videos on Snapchat and shit of you very obviously pregnant in the background. My whole point is that this narrative painting it out like everybody was so deep in your business, nobody was giving you any privacy, it doesn't feel like you were asking for privacy. You can't push a door open and invite people into your home and then be mad that there's dirty shoes in your house and then accuse people of breaking into your house. That's not how this works. And then what really sold it for me, that really put the cherry on top of it, is that then your 2 or 3 week old or month old, whatever kid, right? Then you make them a public Instagram page. So which one is it? Do you want privacy or do you not want privacy? Which one is it? Because it can't be both. Again, live your life however you want, it's none of my business, but I do feel like this narrative that you were mistreated while you were pregnant and people weren't respectful of your time and your privacy and that and the third, to me doesn't really work when you and your baby daddy played a very heavy hand in egging on the conversation. People were not standing outside your home stalking you. You and your baby daddy were both on the internet trolling. Sorry to be the bad guy, but it very much gives PR stunt.